Yolan True, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. I know PvP is a topic that not everyone is fond of, but this game is a combination of PvP, PvE, mining, missions, building your stations and everything. So PvP is an integral part of the game. Even if Scopely in between it exaggerated that part a little bit, but it is an integral part, and at least you should be able to do some PvP as well. And so one important thing is when we have events, when we have incursions and things like that, that you can still, especially for events, farm PvP without being enemy number one of the server. Especially when we get PvP events that are galaxy-wide. They reduce that, fortunately, but from time to time they still appear. Then you will want to score for your for your SMS, for your SLBs, and in this case, you want to score without becoming enemy number one of the server, because some people really use that as an excuse to just hit everything, and they really don't make friends. On our server, we have some regulations about PvP events. If it's not a server-wide one and it's just for one system, then in this system everything is free to shoot. But if it's a server-wide one, our ROE still applies. And that's on our server. Might be different on different servers nowadays after they kind of multiplied PvP for a while. But still then, you want to do it without becoming the most hunted. And that means if you are looking out for targets, don't just go on a frenzy and or a killing spree or whatever. Go to a system, kill one or two enemies and warp out again. Just take a, what do you call it? Take a low profile. Is that what you say in English? And then go to a different system, do the same. If it's allowed to destroy miners that are UPC during a PvP event, fine. It's usually nothing I would do, but still fine. But don't empty a whole system. Yeah, pick a few targets, preferably OPC miners, which are anyway fair game, and then switch system again. I know you want to score points, but you want to score points without being known in the end as a total crazy, and that happens in this game when you go totally a PvP frenzy. Another good thing, by the way, in this case, and I love this about the Latinum events, is ship cloaks. If you have a ship that can cloak for the PvP beginners or newer servers like the D3, for example, then make good use of that, because you still have a chance of not being even identified as the attacker. I mean, that chance rises with the rising levels and rising research. But even on a lower level, you might be able not to be identified as the attacker. That gives you a little bit more leeway as well. And it's sometimes fun. For example, in the Latinum event, there were always people guarding their divorce while going OPC, and I just flew in with a cloaked ship, hit the divorce, and was out again, and that was for the event. And I never understood those people that put another ship next to their divorce. They more painted a crosshair on their ships because they were easier to identify. You knew that they would go massively OPC, and then of course you targeted them because it was the best to score. But nevertheless, I talked about this before, but it's really an important one. Do take part in the PvP events, but do not become I almost said a name here, and I will not do that because there's someone from our server. Do not become someone who's really annoying everyone by just exaggerating it. PvP is an integral part of the game that I do like, and if you, for example, have a look at my Klingon faction at the moment. I am at a point with my reputation where I already got all the blueprints for the Koskari. I've got all the blueprints, as you can see, but I still cannot build it because I don't have the shipyard yet, and that takes ages. But what else you can see here that something is not here is the cloaking shards for the Koskari, because I already got them. While I take my time to get to the shipyard, and I'm not building anything at the moment, I'm waiting for the next material spend event, and that will bring me a bit closer, but I had to upgrade a lot of buildings. I used the time to get the blueprints for the ship, to already get the shards for the cloak, and also with the Koskari I will use the cloak when we get into PvP events again. Because first of all, it makes you stronger, but it also gives you a chance to sneak onto someone, and that's a fun part of the PvP. I know a lot of people say, I don't like PvP, and I know people are complaining about me repeating stuff, but it's important stuff, and that's why I'm repeating that. It is an integral part of the game, and so you have to live with it, that there will be PvP events, that people will attack you during PvP events and in other occasions. So better be prepared to join in. I know that some people don't like incursions because of that. They just go on a 24-hour holiday or whatever. But I personally think it's fun in between. And so just use it or get used to it, and maybe you will find some fun in it. Of course, there will always be the whales. They spend a lot of money, and of course, they will always be able to take you out. But there's a lot of other players on, let's say on a kind of a level playing field with you, and you can play PvP with them very well. And that's what I like in incursions as well. There's sometimes so big fights that it's really fun. But if you do PvP, which kind of everybody should, but if you do it, be reasonable. Don't make yourself enemy number one of the server. Just hit 1 or 2 targets in one system and leave again. Don't go on a frenzy. And I know that was like a little bit of a preaching video, but I think that is really important, and that people should wrap their minds around it. And so if you want to add something about, let's say, PvP ethics, then please write in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.